Good afternoon, everyone, to our observers, back members, and YouTube live streaming viewers. This afternoon, we will conduct the pre-bid conference for competitive bidding for goods and services. This is in view of the Department Order 06 Series of 2024 to foster digital transformation and enhance transparency and accountability for procurement processes. I will now give the floor to our procurement head, Engineer Juniling G. Cañedo, to acknowledge the attendees. Ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. Before we proceed, I would like to acknowledge our back members and representatives. Our back chairperson, Engineer Munyengay G.S. Tomo. Good afternoon, ma'am. Our back vice chairperson, Engineer Jose Leonard A. Hillian Jr. Good afternoon, sir. Our back members, please Eleanor F. Diliger. Good afternoon, ma'am. And Engineer Christine I.V.M. Aranez. Good afternoon, ma'am. Yours truly, Junili G. Canedo, Procurement Head. For Back Secretariat, Engineer Kim V. Bucarile. Good morning, good afternoon, sir. And Engineer Charmaine T. Sumalino. From the Commission on Audit, Ms. Laila D. Bato, represented by Ms. Dodi Alabat. Good afternoon, ma'am. And Ma'am Joanne Mafi Do Vitar, State Auditor. Good afternoon, ma'am. From our technical working group, Ms. Shihara D. Trosho. Good afternoon, ma'am. Ms. Sharon, Engineer Sharon Faith P. Paig. Good afternoon, ma'am. And Engineer Christine Joyce C. Thomas. Good afternoon po. From the representative from the end users, Engineer Muhammad Abdul Rahim. Good afternoon, sir. And Mr. Christopher A. Del Campo. Good afternoon, sir. From our observer from QualiServe Security Incorporated, Mr. Alan Castro. Good afternoon, sir. These are the following projects or for competitive bidding for goods and services subject for our pre-bid conference this afternoon. 26 JLK 15 with PR number 05-022-2026. 26 JLK 35 with PR number 05-042-2026. 26 JLK 36 with PR number 05-043-2026. And 26 JLK 37 with PR number 05-044-2026. Now, may we request the representatives from the end user, Engineer Muhammad Abdul Rahim and Mr. Christopher A. Del Campo, representatives from the end user, to further explain the scope of works of the said projects. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. So the first project for goods and services, the contract ID 26GLK15 with PR number 05022-2026 with project name purchase of reflectorized thermoplastic pavement markings for repair maintenance of national roads and bridges along Maharlika Highway MN S01648 MN and Maharlika Highway MN S01649 MN Davao City with a project duration of 60 calendar days, ABC amount 3,065,439 pesos and 94 centavos with a specification of 1,031 bags of paint thermoplastic white, 25 kilogram per bag, packed in melting bag per sack, 130 bag paint thermoplastic yellow, 25 kilogram per bag, packed in melting bag per sack, 103 bags glass beads 25 kilograms, 429 liters primer, 100 bags calciumine 20 kilogram per bag. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Abdul Rahim. Now let us proceed with Mr. Del Campo for the competitive bidding for goods and services.
Good afternoon, everyone. For contract ID 26GLK35, PR number 05-042-2026, purchase of fuel for third quarter of CY 2026 for the use of DPWH Davao City 30O Davao City with an ABC amount of 1,600,332 pesos and 50 centavos with a contract period of 19 calendar days. For the details, diesel fuel of 11,440 liters and gasoline fuel of 1,170 liters. Next, we have 26GLK36, PR number 05-043-2026, security services of 9 licensed security guards assigned at DPWH Davao City 30O, Davao City, second semester for the year 2026, with an ABC amount of 1,374,385 pesos and 35 centavos with a contract period of 185 calendar days. For the schedules, 3 security guards per shift. First shift, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Second shift, 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Third shift, 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. Additional requirement, each guard personnel on duty must have complete uniform, valid license, licensed firearm, flashlight, safety or medical kit, raincoat, whistle, two-way radio, and other required by the owner. For other technical specification and requirement, please see other attached on uploaded bid documents. Next, we have 26GLK37, PR number 05-044-2026. Purchase of various printer consumable toners, third quarter CY 2026 for the use of Davao City 30O Davao City with an ABC amount of 1,058,486 pesos and 21 centavos with a contract period of 60 calendar days. For the details, various INEO, various toners for INEO photocopier, and various toners for Q-Sera. That would be all, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Del Campo. Now I will give the floor to our back chairperson for some reminders.
Thank you, ma'am. But before we proceed, are there any questions or clarifications from our back members, observers, and live stream viewers? Okay. If there are no questions, let's proceed to some reminders of those interested participants. First, the whole set of bidding documents, which are the following: the instruction to bidders, ITB, general condition of contract, the GCC, special condition of contract, or the SCC, and standard forms, all can be downloaded at DPWH and PhilJEP's websites. The technical and financial documents attachments, Class A, and necessary documents for support are also included in the checklist for proposals. C. Mayor's or business permit must be issued in Davao City. Letter D. As per GPPB Resolution number 15-2021, dated October 14, 2021, effective on contracts advertised from January 1, 2022, the PhilJEP Certificate of Platinum Registration and Membership to state that the purpose of updating the PhilJEP Certificate of Platinum Registration and Membership, all Class A eligibility documents attached to the certificate shall remain current and updated, and that failure by the prospective bidder to update its PhilJEP Certificate of Platinum Registration and Membership with the current and updated Class A eligibility documents covered by the implementing rules and regulations of RA 12009 or the new Government Procurement Act Section 20 shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate of platinum registration and membership until such time that any of the expired Class A eligibility documents has been updated. Reference, GPPB Resolution number 15-2021, dated October 14, 2021. The submission of the updated Class A eligibility documents to support the non-updated field job certificate of platinum registration and membership is no longer acceptable. Letter E. Bidders must use the updated forms in the Omnibus Sworn Statement, Bid Security and Bid Securing Declaration in accordance with the standard forms uploaded in the GPPB and in the bidding documents. Letter F. All bids should be accompanied by a technical and financial checklist, which is included in the bidding documents. Next, letter G. The ceiling of the bid prices shall be the approved budget of the contract or the ABC. Bidders who bid above the ABC amount shall be automatically disqualified. H. The description of an eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Section 2, Instruction to Bidders, Clause 5. Reference, Philippine Bidding Documents, 1st edition, May 2025. Letter I. Bidding will be conducted through an open competitive procedures using a non-discretionary pass or fail criterion as specified in the implementing rules and regulations of Republic Act 12009 or the new Government Procurement Act Section 59.1. Reference RA 12009, New Government Procurement Act Section 59.1. Letter J, detailed evaluation using lowest calculated bid and lowest calculated responsive bid, or the LCRB, shall be evaluated by the Technical Working Group for recommendation of award. Letter K, all bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in amount stated in Section 2, Instruction to Bidders, or the ITB Clause 16. Reference, Philippine Bidding Documents, 1st edition, May 2025. Letter L, in compliance with the Section 81 and Section 82 of the IRR of RA 12009, prospective bidders are required to submit the latest General Information Sheet, or the GIS, reflecting the beneficial ownership information, or the BOI, duly filed with stamp received by the Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, for entities such as corporations, partnerships, private sector organizations, foundations, and associations. Letter M. Each page of the document shall be signed by the bidder or a duly authorized person. And if corporation, a secretary certificate should be attached. Letter N. The interested bidder should observe the territorial jurisdiction of the notary public in all documents that need notarization. The affiant and the notary public should be within the same city and not beyond the limits of notary public jurisdiction. Reference, the court's ruling, Section 240, Territorial Jurisdiction. Letter O, submitted documents shall be clear copy printed in A4 size coupon bond with proper ear tagging. Letter P, bidders are required to submit computation of NFCC, which must be at least equal to the ABC to be bid. In order to conduct proper counter-checking of NFCC during post-qualification stage, bidders are required to submit all outstanding or uncompleted portions of the projects under ongoing contracts, including awarded contracts yet to be started. Reference RA 12009 or the new Government Procurement Act, Section 52.4.1.4. Letter Q, bid submission is done manually. Letter R, in manual submission, bid proposals may be submitted through an authorized representative and presentation of two valid identification issued by government institution. Bid proposals must be purchased and submitted through an authorized representative by presenting a valid ID together with the company ID for verification or through a special power of attorney or the SPA duly notarized and must be emailed to dpwhbank.davaocity3rd@gmail.com through the company's registered email address in the CRC or PhilJEPs on or before the purchase or submission of the bids. If corporation, a secretary certificate should also be submitted to the above-mentioned email address or the aforementioned email address of this office. Letter S, bids must be duly received by the Bank Secretariat at the address stated for manual submission on or before June 11, 2026 at 10 a.m. Bid opening shall be open on June 11, 2026 and after deadline for the submission of bid at the conference room DPWH Davao City 3rd DEO through video conferencing or webcasting via YouTube account DPWH 3rd DEO Procurement LS. Letter T, bids will be open in the presence of the bidder's representatives who choose to attend at the mentioned address. Next, the Department of Public Works and Highways Davao City 3rd District Engineering Office reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award the contract at any time prior to contract award in accordance with the implementing rules and regulations of RA 12009 or the new Government Procurement Act Section 70 without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. Reference RA 12009 or the new Government Procurement Act Section 70. Letter B, the observance of the deadline on dropping of bidding documents will be at 10 o'clock in the morning. Next, bids received beyond the specified time shall be marked as late bid and shall no longer be open. Lastly, observers who wish to acquire any documents related to the bidding may do so by signing a confidentiality agreement as mandated. That would be all for the reminders of those interested participants. Are there any questions from our observers and also for the live streaming viewers? Ma'am? If there is none, I move to adjourn the pre-bid conference.
I second the motion.
Since the pre-bid conference has been adjourned and duly seconded by Ma'am Deliger, I declare the pre-bid conference to be adjourned at 2:34 p.m. Thank you and good afternoon once again.